Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to share 6 small home upgrades you can do that give huge impact, not just on the way your home looks and feels, but functionality too. One quick and easy way to take a room up a notch is with curtains. But I think this is one of those upgrades that has to be done right in order to get that elevated effect. There are window treatments like blinds and shades that do the practical thing. They block out light and heat. They give you privacy. But I like to think of curtains as a decorative finish. They add a layer of softness that breaks up the wall, especially if you have a lot of drywall or you have hard elements around like tile and brick. It helps to break up those hard surfaces, add some softness. I like using them to frame my windows and doors, not cover them. Firstly, the fabric you choose affects not just the overall look of it, but how they fall. If you have a more casual or laid-back space, choose something like cotton or linen or even a blend. That soft textured look feels modern, but it isn't as heavy as traditional drapery. Now, beside the fabric, getting the right length and fit is crucial to getting that polished look. I personally love for my curtains to sit on the floor or lightly graze the floor. You can even puddle them a little bit. That's a matter of choice. If you hang curtains and this is where they end, it's the wrong length and it is not going to elevate your space at all. In fact, it looks tacky and cheap. And if by chance you're paying someone to do your space and this is what they do, they don't know what they're doing, it's unprofessional, and you shouldn't do it either. Of course, if this is the only thing you have and you need it for privacy, by all means. But if you're intentionally decorating or redecorating your space, do it right and you will achieve the look you're going for. I like extending my rods 8 to 12 inches on each side. That way the panels are framing the window and not blocking the window. As with most things design related, layering works. I prefer to use blinds that I can open and close every day and leave the panels on the sides. The blinds help filter the light and give me privacy, and the fabric of the curtains add warmth and softness to the space. Now, I am sure you've heard many times, go as high as you can, and that is true. I think I've mentioned that on almost every room makeover I've shared here on the channel. It's true, but I think it doesn't apply to every single space. If you have standard 8 to 10 feet ceilings, by all means go all the way up. That gives the illusion of a taller room, but not all rooms are the same. If you have cathedral high ceilings and your doors or windows are at a standard height, then don't go all the way up. In that case, I suggest hanging your rods about 2 feet above the window. You also want to take into consideration the lines of the entire room. That way you keep the room looking cohesive, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. I recently upgraded the curtains here in my living and dining areas, and let me tell you, it's the upgrade I didn't know I needed. I got some help from Curtarra to do that. Curtarra is an online custom curtain store that helped me achieve this instant upgrade in my home recently. On their easy-to-use website, you can easily find your style, pick whatever fabric you like and color, and have it custom made to your space. There's even a super easy-to-use measuring tool available and a design team that would help you if needed. This isn't sponsored, but they gifted these to me and they are such great quality. I selected a double pinch pleat header. This style header is definitely the way to go to get that elevated look. Each panel arrived packed beautifully with bands around them that held the folds in place. I hung these and didn't even have to steam them. I'm showing you these right out of the box. They include adjustable hooks that slide on the back. These can be adjusted depending on whether you want to see the rod or not. I got these rings on Amazon to attach to them. On their website, I chose the style Leslie, which is a linen blend in the color ivory. I also choose to add a white lining. This made the curtains fall nicely and still allow some light to come through. And this is what I mean by staying within the lines of the room. My cabinets don't go all the way up because the ceilings here are sloped. So I use the top of the cabinets as the line. Even that picture frame you can see right there, I put at the same height as the cabinets, and I did the same with the rods. That way there's not another line, it's not distracting, and everything looks cohesive. I did the same thing over this doorway. Instead of going all the way up, I put those rods right at the height of the opening to the entryway. Curtarra really takes all the guesswork out of getting it done perfectly. Use their measuring tool if you need to, and I promise you this is an instant upgrade. I liked what I had before, but I couldn't believe just how much of a difference these made once they were up. So to get that instant and upgraded look, don't underestimate the impact of well-chosen curtains. They offer free shipping worldwide, so finally something for the viewers in Australia and Canada and the rest of you that tell me you're not able to get the things I recommend, these ship free and they will be at your door within 2 weeks of your order. Click on the link in the description below, use my code for this amazing discount, enjoy their free shipping, and come back and let me know how they turn out. 1000% you're gonna love it. The next small upgrade that you can do that packs a punch is picture frame molding. These are moldings that you attach to the wall in the form of a picture frame, hence the name. I think this has such a classic and traditional look that's timeless and really does wonders for a space. The trim molding that's most commonly used to achieve this look is called finger jointed base cap molding. I will share with you a couple options in the description below if you want to try this. It doesn't even matter what space you choose to do this in, your living room, dining room, bedroom, bathroom. I think it's great for those really tall, bland walls that you don't know what to do with, especially if it has like a vaulted or a sloped ceiling. You can go with the line of the ceiling, take some time and plan out those frames, and I think this can really transform the look of the wall. I have this wall behind me. You have seen me decorate and redecorate this area quite a bit. This wall is very tall, so I have a lot of blank space on the top. This is a great candidate for adding picture molding to break up that space. You do want to plan it out though. How big or how tall you make those frames depends on your wall, and perhaps if you plan on adding light fixtures or sconces or even furniture. A good rule of thumb is to space them out about 3 to 5 inches across and about 6 inches on the top and bottom. Get some painter's tape, plan it out so you can visually see how it's going to look before you do it and if you need to make any changes. I think if you can take it through the entire room, you should. It really elevates the space and I dare say add real estate value. This next small upgrade is a game changer, especially if you don't mind some extra storage. You can do this in your kitchen or in your bathroom, and that is toe cake drawers. If you go look at your cabinets right now, at the bottom there is a toe cake. This applies to your kitchen cabinets or your bathroom vanities. It's usually about 4 inches tall and set back about 3 inches. That's so you don't bump your toes. To me, that's just a lot of dead space just sitting there. This can be turned into valuable and prime storage space for things that you rarely use without changing the layout whatsoever. Now, if you are remodeling or redesigning or building a new kitchen or bathroom, definitely include them, but this can be done to your existing cabinets. It's basically a drawer that's a little bit smaller than the cabinet, and they get installed with these push to open glides. You don't even know they're there after they installed. Everything looks the same, but only you know the secret drawer exists. Think about it. Baking dishes, cookie sheets, even things like serving dishes and platters that you only use once or twice a year that are taking up valuable real estate in your cabinets, you can store them there. We do a lot of grilling, so we have those very long grilling tools. They take up so much space in the regular drawer and they're not used every day. Every time you buy a small or a large appliance, you always have all these manuals, and I hate throwing them out. You never know when you need to refer to them. Those can get to be a lot over time. I think that's a good spot to store them as well. My upper cabinets are 46 inches tall, and to get to those higher shelves I always use a little ladder that I store in my laundry room, but a little foldable step stool in one of those drawers can be so much more convenient. I mean, I can keep going on with all the things you can store there. If you have a pet, think about it, all the pet supplies, the medicine, the little bowls and things, you can do it in the entire footprint of your kitchen. That's a lot of additional space that I'm sure you would enjoy if you do it. You can have someone install these for you. If you want a step-by-step guide on how to do this yourself, let me know in the comments and I will do a video. The only consideration is your cabinets have to be on top of your floors. I think this is a game changer, not just in your kitchen, but you can do this in your bathroom as well. And let me now go down the list of all the things you can store in there. This is a small upgrade with huge impact. If this is your first time here, my name is Tricia. Welcome to the channel. If you like all things decorating and thrifting, if you enjoy flipping home decor and furniture, this is the channel for you. I hope you stick around, consider subscribing, like this video if you're enjoying it so far, and let's get to the next one. This next one may seem insignificant, but collectively it makes a huge impact, and that is fixing all the little things. I'll bet you anything, if you walk around your home right now with a notepad and a pen, you can come up with a long list of little things everywhere that just need to get done. These are things that are in plain sight, and they can be very annoying every time you see them. Set aside a day on the weekend and just tackle them. For me, I have had this switch in my corridor, I think since we've bought this home. We've been living here for 12 years, and that thing has been sticking out like that the entire time. And all this took was a trip to the hardware store. My husband switched it out. What about all the unsightly wires that are hanging or bundled up under your TV? There are so many ways that you can conceal those or just neaten it up. A quick little search on Google or here on YouTube, you'll find tons of ideas on how you can address that. If you have an older home like mine, chances are you have two-tone outlets like these. This is a quick and easy fix. You can get these plate covers. I'll put a link in the description. These are paintable covers. There's no need to mess with the electrical or change the housing. Just screw this onto the top. It covers it all. It's paintable. You can paint it the same color as the wall, and it just disappears and is no longer an eyesore. What about scuffs and marks all over the walls? You can hide those. Those are glaring at you every time you go by, but sometimes all it needs is to be cleaned up. You can use a damp cloth or a magic eraser, works great for that, and instantly your home looks fresh and clean like you just repainted. Sometimes we think we need big renovations, but a lot of times it's all the small things that we see every day, and if we get them done, they will not only make our space look better, but they will reduce some anxiety too. I think this is an easy enough one that will definitely do wonders. Okay, this next one may not be as easy to do, but it can be, and that is layered lighting. If you're confused about how to elevate your home or make it look a little more expensive, start with lighting. In design, it is recommended that each room have 3 types of lighting. One is ambient lighting or general lighting, which is your overhead lights, that is your can lights, your chandelier, things like that. Another is task lighting, which allows you to see to do tasks, that is like under cabinet lighting, desk lamps and table lamps. And the third are accent lights, which create like an atmosphere or set a mood, that is like candle lights, wall sconces, picture lights. Having all 3 in a room add depth and definitely set a mood, and if you can put them on dimmer switches, that's a bonus. Soft, warm lighting makes a space feel cozy and inviting. Brighter, cooler lights makes it feel more energetic and lively. This is a small upgrade, but I know it can be expensive, so thrifty girl here, I suggest keeping an eye out at the thrift store for light fixtures that suit your style. I'm very patient when it comes to doing upgrades like that. I don't need it to all be done in one go. I like collecting and accumulating, so I wait until I see something I like. Before moving in here 12 years ago, I changed all the light fixtures in the entire home, so everything kind of coordinates. They pretty much are a version of the same style. I'm enjoying different styles now, so I started with that entryway. It's the only one I changed so far, but that's because I saw that fixture and I liked it. And every time I go to the thrift store, I look at the lamps and the lighting just to see if there's anything there that I like. I definitely want to eventually change them all out, but like I said, changing out light fixtures can be expensive. Do it as you can, but keep it in mind when you're thinking of enhancing the look of your home. I'm sorry guys, it's getting late in the afternoon and I need a little pick-me-upper, so I made myself some coffee. But this is the final small upgrade that has a huge impact on the way you experience your home and the way others experience your home. And that is being mindful of how your home smells. Because we live in our homes and we're here all the time, sometimes we could grow immune to how our homes smell. One thing I will suggest that everyone have in their home is an air purifier, especially if you have animals. Air purifiers will help a lot with that. I shared this air purifier here on the channel. I think I got this about a year ago, and this has been amazing to have. This particular one covers about 4,500 square feet of home, which is a large home. My home is about half of that. There is a difference in the way my home smells. It smells clean and fresh. If you cook with a lot of spices, that that could tend to stick around for a while. Smells tend to stick to fabric, so you want to be mindful of that. Another suggestion would be to use a diffuser with essential oils. You can pick whatever smell you like. Candles also help, but just know that things like that can mask smells, but an air purifier would definitely help to not just eliminate the smell, but clean the air of viruses and things like that. It is a great investment for you and your family to breathe clean air. I've also heard of charcoal bags. Another thing that really helps is live plants. I know most people can't keep a live plant alive, but try. There are some plants that are very low maintenance. Some of them do a better job at cleaning the air, so that is also something to consider. We enjoy life through our senses, so the things we see, the things we listen to, and smell is really important. And I think paying attention to that in our home can really enhance the way we experience our home and the way others experience our home. I hope you enjoyed this little mini series of small upgrades. I know small is relative depending on how you look at it. I think these are all very reasonable things that you can do yourself that will definitely have huge impact on your home. Do let me know in the comments if you plan on implementing any of these in your home in the near future. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.